dome with no escape. Zoning out, cause working out, I work for what I make. My lady calling, bugging, always fussing. Just cause we ain't ballin', but it's hard because the cousin's rich. Cause her husband's hustling. I ain't such nothing but a mic. 5 o'clock and off of work, ready to get home right. But I ain't got a buck to catch the bus, chillin' at the stop. Rain falling hard as ever, and it's soaking my socks. Kick my kicks off and took off.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The show has an AL East matchup. It's the Baltimore Orioles and the Toronto Blue Jays.
We stand tall, we push through, don't give up. Breaking the silence.
Well, Singy's trying to match the stellar performance by yesterday's starter. Looking forward to seeing what he's got today.
His teammate was lights out, Boog, in total command all game long. If he brings that same intensity again, these hitters are in for a long day.
This is not up with the bait. Losing is not in my face. So you better stay in your place. We fight hard, don't back down, we rise up. We warriors. We stand tall, we push through, don't give up. We warriors. We fight hard, don't back down, we rise up. We warriors. We stand tall, we push through, don't give up. We warriors.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about set to go now. And on the hill in this one, Shane Bieber.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
And there's a foul ball. And a big swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. Barker right there to make the grab. 1 down. All right, let's take a look at the Orioles lineup now. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustments. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
Swing and a ground ball. Tosses across the first. Quick start here this evening. 2 out, top of the first. 2 outs, base is empty. So next to hit for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson. Bieber, 29 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2016. Ground ball left side. On to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Orioles held in check there. Now the Blue Jays will get their chance. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Rogers Center, and on the hill in this one, Kyle Bradish.
He really relies on working down in the zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be because, you know, guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing same-side hitters to be able to get it in, especially early in the count, and to opposite guys be able to throw it at that front hip and run it over the inside corner.
That one ripped. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Now the number 2 hitter, Ernie Clement. One of the stars in the win yesterday as he had 3 hits. Line drive, caught. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. And Singy, I'm a bit surprised to see this many righties in a lineup against a right-hander.
Yeah, you're not the only one, Boog. I'm a bit surprised as well. And, you know, some hitters work well against same-handed pitching. You know, just back in 2024, Bobby Witt Jr., Vlad Guerrero Jr., and Aaron Judge all had higher batting averages against righties than they did against lefties. So maybe they got a plan after all.
That one deep left field and forget it. His first homer of the year. It's 2-0. He ambushed him right there, Siggy.
Yeah, swinging on that first pitch, and I think losing one over the fence is exactly what he had in mind as well. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Way back there. Out of here. They go back to back, and they add a run. It's 3-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
One out, base is empty. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Had himself a game to remember yesterday. He was a perfect 6 for 6. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. He flexes his power with that swing. His second home run of the series. It's 4-0.
Back-to-back home runs, and these guys look so dominant right now. Pitcher might want to check and see if he's tipping his pitches or not, but I tell you what, if this was basketball, that opposing team would call a timeout to try to slow down this offense.
So one out, nobody on. Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays, coming off a big one yesterday where he knocked in 5. Line drive, and that's a fair ball. Man at first with one gone. And now for the Jays, Addison Barger. Ripped, but it curls foul.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
There's a swing and a drive. And that one is out of here. Make that 4 homers in the inning. And they add on. It's 6-0.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Now the Orioles manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Kyle Bradish out of the game, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. Now on the bump, Tyler Wells. He's making his second appearance of the season. Nathan Lucas next up for the Blue Jays. 2 hits yesterday. 1 was a home run. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
Sets him down on strikes. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Next to hit, Davis Schneider. That one is absolutely belted. Can't get to it as it drops into the corner. Throws to second.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. Singled and scored his first time. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. So in the end, 10 come to the plate, 6 of them come around to score. We move to the second in Toronto. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the Orioles nothing.
We about to go. What's about to happen, girl? You already know. Taking control.
And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. So now the Orioles cleanup hitter, Jordan Westburg. That's through there for a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He made him pay for that one, and they're on the board. It's 6-1.
That could be one of those swings that really helps spark this offense.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. Strike 1. Bieber winds and deals. Fought off foul. Two.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
No, with the shift on, hits right into it. Heston Kjerstad, the next to hit for the Orioles. And first offering is fouled off. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in here at the top of the second. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. Larry Bullard, our umpire behind the plate.
Bullard's got a pretty standard strike zone. Sometimes he'll have you guessing a little bit, but overall, well-respected umpire in the league.
Breaking ball in there, got him looking. And there's 2 away.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider, even though it caught a lot of the zone. And I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box, and it clearly was not that pitch.
Dylan Beavers in the box now. No balls and a strike. Two outs.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is that. Solo homer brings in 1 for Baltimore. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the second baseman, Ernie Clement. Lifted in the air, out to left. And makes the grab. And a quick out, number 1.
The right fielder, number 4, Joe.
And the batter is George Springer. He's already homered in this game. And that one wrapped foul. One down, base is empty. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner.
That play looks routine defensively, but with all of the little nooks, it can get real tricky down in the corner. Kept it to a long single. Nice defensive play.
One down. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. He's already homered here in this one. In the air, out towards left center. Nabs it, 2 down.
Now back, first baseman,
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. And that ends the inning. 1 left for Toronto. They lead it though 6-1. Back now in Toronto. Top half of the 3rd inning. And the batter now, Colton Cowser. Bieber back to work. Foul ball. That one finds the zone, and the count is 0-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
Here's Adley Rutschman. One down, base is empty. That one fouled off. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Believe
Next for the Orioles, Jackson Holliday. He's 0 for 1. And a swing and a miss there.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands.
Wow, he got away with a mistake right there.
And a pitch. This to third. Barger. Over to first. And the Orioles set down in order. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. Back here at Rogers Center, set for the bottom of the third. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Well, in their win last game, this guy came up with 2 home runs, obviously trying to keep the roll going here in this one. Base hit center field. And the leadoff man aboard. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
And here is Addison Barger. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. And that one is off the top of the wall. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Wastes no time there. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
First and second, no outs. So up next for Toronto, Nathan Lucas. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. That one back there. Hits the fence. The relay in there safely.
That's 3 singles in a row. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
So they're all loaded up. Davis Schneider next up for the Blue Jays. Doubled his first time. This one is blasted. A no-doubter. Grand slam. That's his 4th home run of the series. And they add to their lead. It's 10-1. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. Wow, what a huge at-bat with the bases loaded to be able to pump through with the swing like that. You know, he was wishing it to stay fair. He gets to touch them all, and a grand slam could be huge in this ball game.
Now the Orioles manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Tyler Wells won't go any further tonight. And as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Dominic Hamill.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. Left field, way back there. And it's out of here. Into the home bullpen for a homer. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. His 2nd of the year, and they boost their lead. It's 11-1.
Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Makes the grab, one away.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
That one drilled left field. And it's into the bullpen for a homer. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add to the lead. It's 12-1.
Man, he just barely got that one out of here, and you gotta love the effort in left to try and bring it back. He had a good shot at it, just couldn't quite pull it off. It would have been a stunner if he did.
Base is empty, one away. Dalton Varsho, the next to hit. First pitch swinging, and it's a knock. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. That's hard hit on the line. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, the catcher, Alejandro.
So digging in, Alejandro Kirk. He's 2 for 2. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle and a base hit. And now 2 aboard. And next for Toronto, Addison Barger. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And that's got extra bases written all over it. The run comes in from second, and they extend their lead. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Nathan Lucas digs in now, 1 for 2. Right through there for a strike. In the frame here in the last half of the third. Splits the plate, and that's strike 2.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
He goes down looking. But they score 7 times to blow this thing open. On to inning number 4. Toronto leads this one. It's 13-1.
When you in the presence of my crown, the beat drop, I won't let it hit the ground. Now you can fix your frown. When I ain't kick around, I get down. My bite is bigger than my growl, I'm proud. A lion is on the prowl, my pain, I'm hiding it in my smile. And lately my
on to the 4th, and now the first baseman, Ryan Mountcastle.
Ryan Mountcastle.
Mountcastle, 28 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2015. Hit on the ground to short, and it finds its way through for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
The bat, number 2, shortstop,
Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles. And that is out of play. Late with the swing there.
That's a real nice cutter right there. I mean, this guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times, so I'd say that's pretty effective if you can continue to command it on that side of the plate. No, that's not the best two-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Popped foul out of play off to the right. And that one is lifted in the air. Schneider in position. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
The center fielder, number 9, Tyler O'Neill.
And into the box for Baltimore, Tyler O'Neill. He's 0 for 1. Ground ball, Vlad Jr. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it.
Yes. No ifs, ands, or maybe. I don't let drama faze me. Stay on my grind heavy for my babies. Life has its ups and downs.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 4th, and now for the Jays, Davis Schneider. On the ground, and foul ball.
Well, these Jays putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. Everything is clicking, and when you're producing more than 2 runs an inning, it's pretty obvious your guys came to do some damage. Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Ripped on a line. Stretches out and hauls it in.
Obviously, this type of run production isn't exactly sustainable game to game, but it's a good sign that a lot of hard work's been paying off.
2 down, bases empty. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. This one could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a 2-bagger. Here's George Springer, 3 for 3 with a pair of home runs and a single. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Lead runner puts the brakes on, so now it's runners at first and third. 2 gone with runners at the corners. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We're headed to the 5th. Jays lead it. It's 13-1. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
I'm in my zone now. Money don't slow down. I'm grown now. Yeah, I'm on now. I'm dropping the top. I'm skirting off. I'm in a foreign now. Magic City, bring an umbrella. It's pouring down. Ice box for the drip drop. Spend 300 for the flip flops.
And first offering is fouled off. Right through there for a strike. Popped in the air, left field. Schneider hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Now back, the designated hitter.
Next to hit, Dylan Beavers.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
No ball. 1 strike.
That one finds the zone. 0-2. One down, base is empty. Good job to fight that one off. The 0-2. Got him looking. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Now here is Colton Cowser. Went down on strikes his first time through. This one popped up. Clement makes the grab, and that's the inning. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, number 86.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep this score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
So digging in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Swinging a foul out of play.
Well, these Blue Jays doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. Only 2 strikeouts so far, and obviously they've been able to pick up plenty of hits, so it's been an impressive one.
Puts it away for the out.
And you know, that strikeout total, only 2 so far, really tells you they're not just running into good luck and getting hits to fall. They're earning those knocks.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Addison.
So up next for Toronto, Addison Barger.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
That one ripped right center field. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. O'Neill whips it back in. And that forces the runner to hold on at second. 2 on with 1 away. So 1 out with 2 aboard. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Nathan Lucas. Line drive, leaps it, he's got it.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
So first and second with 2 outs. Digging in, Davis Schneider. Hard hit left side. They take the force out. That is the inning.
You see, it's something in my soul just don't feel right. I try to open up, but then I close tight. 'Cause who could understand what I feel like? Is what I feel like.
All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now at the plate, Adley Rutschman. Bieber back to work. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Foul ball, still 0-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Clement makes the catch, and there's 1 down.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jackson Holiday.
So the lineup flips over, and now Jackson Holiday. 0 for 2 in this one. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Makes the catch for the out.
Well, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Mountcastle at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top half of the 6th. High fly ball out to center field. Brings it in, and that is that. Nothing doing for the offense that time. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. The Jays are out in front. It's 13-1. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Bo Bichette. On the ground to third, Westburg. Zips it across. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, the second baseman.
And next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. 1 for 4 with a double. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's down. 1 hops off the wall.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Good pitch, hard and inside, but he showed off some quick hands, got the barrel to it, and was able to yank it into the outfield.
And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
Lace down the line. Could be extra bases. And the throw's offline. Safe at third. One away. Runners at second and third. And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Dalton Varsho. Hit on the ground to the right side. Now 2 away as they get a run across. So up next, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Singy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers. This one smoked, could be trouble. Springer comes in to score, and it's 15-1. Man at second here with 2 away. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. On the line, base hit. Vladdy coming around third. He'll score. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2. Inning over, and it could have been worse. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, no one left. 7th inning coming up. Toronto leads this one 16-1. We go to the top of the 7th and into the box for Baltimore. Gunnar Henderson. Hit hard on the ground to short. The throw to first. That's the first out at the top of the 7th. Jordan Westburg, the next to hit for the Orioles. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Varsho sizes this one up. He's got it. 2 up, 2 down.
Timing issues can snowball quickly, and that's what we're witnessing here. This lineup's inability to lock onto the pitcher's delivery is causing a few awkward swings.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the center fielder, Tyler O'Neill. And first offering is fouled off. And a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Orioles, Keegan Aiken.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
So digging in, Addison Barger. Ripped into right field, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Nathan Lucas next up for the Blue Jays. And first offering is fouled off. Aiken in his 5th season, 29 years old, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2016. Barger gets his lead at first with nobody out. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out. Now the left fielder, Davis Schneider. Swung on, belted. That's back there. That one is gone. Another homer. He's done it again. His 2nd homer of the game. And they tack on to their lead. It's 19-1.
Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Keegan Aiken is done, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. Yennier Cano takes over on the mound. So back to the top of the order. And now for the Jays, Bo Bichette. Now a screamer into the outfield. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 1 down.
Now back to second baseman.
Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. And that one ripped to left. And it goes just foul.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Line drive. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 away now. Springer next up for the Blue Jays.
Oh yeah, Boog. He's on the brink of one of your favorite milestones. He's completed 3 legs of the cycle.
I love me some cycle. Flashes the leather on the run and catch. And that is that. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. 8th inning coming up. This is Toronto Blue Jays baseball on the Show Canada. All set for the start of the inning. And into the box for Baltimore, Heston Kjerstad. Ground ball up the middle. Sneaks through, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Dylan.
And next is the designated hitter, Dylan Beavers. And it's fouled away.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
The 0-1. Pulls that one foul. Nobody out. Runner at first. Right through there. Got him. Strikeout number 8.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game. I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach. Figure out how they're beating him. Make this adjustment really quick because word will get around the league in a hurry.
And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a foul straight back. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Kjerstad at first, 1 gone. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. Over to Bichette. Relay to Guerrero. In time, inning-ending double play. This one pretty well decided at this point. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. The Blue Jays on top, 19-1. Bottom of the 8th. Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter, Dalton Varsho. He swings and fouls one off. Cano, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a changeup, a slider, a four-seamer, and occasionally uses a cutter. That one ripped. It's a bomb. That one felt good. His 2nd home run of the game. It's 20-1. So let's take a closer look inside the numbers. That blast from StatCast, 113 miles an hour off the bat, Singy.
And it just flew out of here, Boog. Even if you only heard the ball hit the bat, you knew that was a home run. I mean, he put a perfect swing on it, and the numbers back it up.
Now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Down the left field line, could be extra bases. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in, and he's got his 2nd double of the game.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his bat through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double.
So, man aboard. And here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A 2-run shot. It's their 2nd home run of the inning. It's 22-1. So, Singy, this is a little bit of a surprise. A guy known for line drives hits one over the fence.
Well, if you're a little too early, you'll get some elevation in the ball, get out of the ballpark. for him, it's kind of a mistake. But you know what? When you have such a good approach, every now and then you're going to run into one.
Now the Orioles manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Yennier Cano won't go any further. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Coming on for the Orioles, Albert Suarez. So up next for Toronto, Addison Barger. Fastball for a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Nobody out with 3 runs in already this frame. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Got him. And 1 away.
Gosh, here it is. Hit it. 3-pitch strikeout. All fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
Now it's the DH, Nathan Lucas. And there's the strike.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. And that one is in for a strike. Movement in the Orioles bullpen. Sean Dubin getting ready to go. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. And now the shortstop, Bo Bichette. Holiday handles, throws to first. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. Last chance coming up for the Orioles. Back here at Rogers Center, and now the catcher comes up to him. Adley Rutschman. Bieber back to work. And a foul ball. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, that's a pitch, that slider from an opposite-handed pitcher that you usually see very well, but for some reason he didn't pick it up, and it just kind of got into the strike zone late. Gave up on it a little bit early.
Holiday now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Popped up. Guerrero squeezes it, and there's 2 away. So it's their last chance in this one. So next to hit for Baltimore, Ryan Mountcastle, 1 for 3. That one's in there. 0-1. 2 out, space is empty. Right through there for a strike.
Man, he is just dialed in right now. Every pitch thrown with so much conviction.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Bieber is just 1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
It seemed like from the first pitch of this ball game, this guy was going to get it done. A quality start, who knew? He'd throw a complete game and get the victory. But an excellent job of continuing to just throw what the catcher put down. He navigated through this ball game, a jam here, a jam there, but ultimately it was an outstanding outing.
So this one got a little out of hand. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Lo que te espera, parte mi cama se desliza.